So what's up, guys? Today I want to do a video. Obviously, I want to do a video. I'm doing a video. Hold on. Alright. So I'm doing today's video because I was going through my fragrances. Cool little axe thing here. I just like Dark Temptation. Anyway, better not do that too much because there's going to be a lot of spraying going on here. So, going through my favorite fragrance notes are oud and rose. This is my oud collection. This is Cremo, leather and oud. Anybody who knows Cremo knows they're a pretty cheap brand, but this is discontinued. These are some saffron in here, leather, oud. The oud is pretty pungent in this one. And this is probably my weakest oud, no joke. I would classify this as a beginner oud. I would classify this one as a beginner oud, even though now this was a $24 bottle. This is now going for upwards of $100, which is about what I paid for this. It's discontinued. They made a small round of it and they stopped, but people caught on. They loved it. This is definitely beginner oud. This one, and I'm not going to go into the notes. If I recognize a note, I'm going to bring it up, but I'm not going to like look up the notes, you know. This is what you would expect from a Calvin Klein oud. This is CK in Euphoria Intense by Calvin Klein, you know. That's the lady. Yeah, my buddy did the same thing at the dispensary that he goes to the other day. This is a very light, airy, fresh oud. You do pick up on the oud on this, but there's some fruity notes, like I don't know exactly what fruit it would be, but there's like a fruity note in here, kind of sweet. This will probably be something that you can wear in the heat. This is an oud that you can get away with in the heat. This is CK, or Calvin Klein, Euphoria Intense. The next one, I have a backup bottle of this. Bought them both. I think I got them for like $5 because Burlington was getting rid of them. And as you can see, this is one that I like. I like this one. The oud is heavy in this one. Right off the bat. It's the first note you're getting hit with. You're getting hit with a very, very pungent oud. There's a little bit of suede to round it off. And this says Cologne Intense, but I believe the actual formulation is eau de toilette. I believe. Not quite sure. But I got 2 bottles of this one. This one, I want to say, if you're wearing this on a date night maybe, or for like close encounters, this one's still okay with that. I wouldn't wear the leather and oud for that. I would the CK, the Calvin Klein Euphoria Intense, possibly. So this one is probably another beginner oud. And I gotta tell you, at this price point, I don't think there's any actual oud in here. But you can smell the note of oud. This is Black is Black Modern Oud. You can pick this one up for about 20 bucks. Is there any? A very, very, very faint hint of oud. This is more, again, something that you would wear daytime, hot weather. Like a fresh oud or something like that. Black is Black Modern Oud. You can find this one for $10. You know. This one is Oud Vanille by Frank Olivier. Now, what's funny is I was watching a fragrance YouTuber, and she said that a lot of times you have oud, typically it's paired with vanilla or rose. Most of my ouds are oud and rose. This one is oud and vanilla. This one is a really incensey. I can pick up on some incense. There's a very dark, smoky note in here. And it's not the oud. The oud is kind of the pepperiness of it. There's really dark, smoky incense in here with some vanilla. And it gives you, the vanilla is kind of the round off to take off some of the harshness of it. And it works. Oud and vanilla or oud and rose. It just works. And as you'll see as we move on here, that's actually my favorite profile. I've got some pretty expensive ones coming from, across the ocean that are of that same sort of scent profile. This is oud and rose. I don't know if you can see the level in there from the light here, but I've worn this one a lot. I walk into work one day, and the guy in one of the departments says, "What are you wearing?" And he had the same reaction to another one I'm going to show you. And when I showed it to him, he's like, "Oh, you spray too much, man. It's too much." I only put like 2 sprays of it on. It was like, I think it was like 4 that day. There's a cherry note in here, or some kind of berry or something. But oud touch. This is a skanky oud. This is a dark, spicy oud. This is not a beginner oud. I would say everything else so far everything else that I've done, I guess you could classify as a beginner oud. This one, though, I'm not for sure if there's any real oud in here or not. It's probably at this price point, no. I would recommend that you get some experience wearing ouds before you put this bad boy on. It gets worse from here, except for one that I'm looking at. This is Banana 17 Oud Mosaic. This is another oud and rose fragrance. It's actually often compared to the Oud Touch by Frank Olivier. I've done a video comparing these two. This one's a little bit sweeter. You pick up a little bit more of the floral notes. So the rose. This is an oud and rose fragrance. As you can see, I've also worn this one a lot too. Put a nice dent in this one. In fact, I think this is probably the one I'm going to wear for tonight. Cheap, not an expensive one. This is Oud and Rose by Arahab. You're going to see something here. You're going to start to see more of these Middle Eastern houses popping up in these next ouds. These houses know what they're doing. They're strong. They're you don't need but one of this, one or two. And I'm part of, Michelle Curley's team oversprayer, and I'm telling you, one or two, as I do four. As I always tell you guys, when a fragrance makes you stop and appreciate it, especially if you have as many as I do, and I wear different ones every day. But a fragrance can make you stop in your tracks like it did to me just now. And I've worn this before, and I've smelled this a lot. If it can make you stop in your tracks just to appreciate it, and you already know what it smells like, it's a great fragrance. This is not a beginner fragrance. I'm not taking my first chance with oud and getting Arahab's Oud and Rose. I'm not doing it. You need a little bit of experience to wear oud, or wearing ouds when you wear this one. It's strong. Like, you get the rose, so the floral notes come out and kind of round it out. But that oud, front and center on this one. This is just a backup of Black is Black Modern Oud. You already seen that. These two go together. Okay. There's a body spray and the perfume. Nostalgia Perfumery Country Cabin. This is a fresh oud. So much so that you can tell the oud in here pretty much only provides the spiciness. This is the body spray for it. This fragrance has a bit of a special meaning to me. This fragrance was given to me by a friend of mine who's no longer with us. To this place, I'll always have it on the rotation. As a matter of fact, this will be my scent of the night. It's pretty fresh oud. That was the body spray. That one's not as strong as this, so I'm gonna have to, use them together. This is L'Oriental Oud Sahara. This is an Oud and Rose. Very similar to another Oud and Rose that you're going to see here. But this one does it a little different. It's very alcohol-y off the top. This is a cheap fragrance. Beginner oud. This is Oudi by Arahab. This is a woody, oudy tobacco scent. When you're kind of going out on the night or a nightclub and you want something like strong, spicy tobacco, woody. This is it. It's very herbaceous, very woody, and spicy from the oud. This bottle, I think, was only like 10 bucks, 15 bucks. Of course, you're gonna have your oud wood and dark vanilla, no actual oud in here. Your dark vanilla and oud wood. You know, this is the Axe signature. This is the Axe Gold. No actual oud. You pick up on any kind of oud scent in here? It's like chocolate and oud. Same with this one. Just chocolate and oud. That kind of would be something that I would wear. You know, maybe surround the house or something. It's not really challenging. This is the body spray to it. No oud to be found. Forgot about these ones here. Oudi. This is Nissan Oudi. I know car companies usually put out the light and fresh ones. Nissan was like, I'm gonna hit you with a oud. Again, it's an oud and rose. Pretty floral rose. Softens the oud out. Super synthetic. But what do you expect? I mean, it's a $15, $20 fragrance. The next three are not at all beginner ouds. And I want to say one of them is, but it's not. Like, it's just not. Hold on. What all did you wind up picking up? This is Swiss Arabian Shakaf Oud Abiyad. This is a Middle Eastern fragrance. Saffron Oud. Spicy oud. Really spicy. Maybe peppery too. It's got like this black pepper note. Very not beginner oud. This is a niche fragrance. Now it's not an expensive niche, but this is a niche fragrance. And the cool thing about this house is they actually do make perfumes for the royalty over there. They make perfumes for the royal family. So like, and this is a $50 bottle, something like that. Swiss Arabian Sharaf Oud Abiyad. This is Sharaf Oud Aswad by Swiss Arabian. I bought this by accident because I bought a sample of it actually by accident. I bought the bottle on purpose. Bought a sample of it by accident because I was listening to Michelle Curly Fragrance, and I thought that she was talking about Sharaf Oud, which I have in the mail on the way here. So I thought I was buying a sample of Sharaf Oud. I wasn't. I was buying this one. I bought a sample of this one here, and not much worn. I'll tell you why in a minute. Almost got myself. Well, I did get myself a little bit. Got myself in the face. I'm leaving that in. Incense, peppery, dark, oud, wood, rose, saffron. You can get a saffron in here too. It's actually very pungent in this one. These two, not safe for work. I wore this to work, just like the Oud Touch, and it was interesting for me because I made that same guy mad at me, and he's like, I said I sprayed too much, but this time I knew it was strong, and I knew it was the same profile as that one, so I'm like, let me spray it at home. and then go to work. Like an hour later, didn't make a difference. He still said it smelled really bad. Really strong, too strong. But the star of the show is definitely this one. And I've already gone through a full bottle of this. And I always have to have it in my rotation. This is Zarharov Signature Poro. This is a beautiful, beautiful lavender, and it's got some oud in here. This is a very fresh, floral, beautiful, classy oud. I want to say this is a beginner, but I also want to say this takes some experience to wear it. I'll tell you why. I always tell people, if there's a fragrance that I'm wearing, or that I wear, that, like, if a house is on fire, everybody's out of the house, and I can only grab one fragrance, this is going to be it. Because this covers all bases. Okay? This covers all bases. Every one of them. You want light and fresh? This. You want some pretty spicy oud? This. Like, you're going to work? This. You're going to school? This. You're going to your wedding? This. This is a pretty all-encompassing fragrance. I love it. Love it. Actually, this got some lavender in it. This is going to be my scent of the night. I'm going to have to shower and get the other one off. This is going to be it tonight, right here. And then, there's Signature Noir. There's Signature Rosé, which is the one I'm going to talk about, and then Signature Royale. Okay. Actually, I'll just review all three of them. Not review them, but tell you, this is from the same company. This is, I want to say, like, the barbershop-y oud. I don't, not that I don't like it, but of everything that he makes, this is my least favorite, to be honest with you. This is Signature Rosé. This one's a very spicy incense rose oud. But it's more on the rose than it is on the oud. It's way more on the rose than it is on the oud. And that rose is a very jammy, kind of sweet rose. Then you have this one, Signature Noir. The last thing I'm spraying, because I gotta air this room out now. If I was to say that something was going to be similar to Poro, it would be Noir. But Noir is like the little baby brother. Poro is just, so far, my favorite. For anything I've ever had from Zarharov, it's always been Poro. Always. And that's where we're at so far. That is my collection of ouds. And thank you for joining me and watching this video. If you saw the whole way through, thank you. If not, probably not. It's okay too. Later.